Hello everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to go through my 2022 nail empties. I have some Cuticle products in here as well. I have inorganic empties, which I would consider all of the empties that I planned to use up in a project pan, and I have all of my organic empties, which are all of the empties that I just happen to finish up on their own. So let's just dive right into these. This first one is a Sinful Colors. This came out when the Hypnotic top coats came out, and this was quite some years ago. This one does not have a label on it, but I received this one in PR as well as Per Punk, which was the top coat, and I'm almost through that one, but I did go ahead and finish this one up. The next thing is a top coat. This is one of my favorite top coats right now, and I did go through another bottle. I say another because I did a top and base coat empty during my top and base coat video. I just kind of went through what I was using at the time and what all my favorites were then. So I did go through another one of these since then. If you are interested in those empties, I will leave a link down in the description of my top and base with empties video, as well as the top coat. I went through 2 more bottles of remover, as well as 2 bags of cotton squares. The next one is a julep polish. This is actually a pink jelly type of polish, and this one's called Carol. This was from the Boho Glam line in 2013, so used this one up. The next 3 are all minis. One was black, one was white, and one was a baby pink color. And these ones I kind of cheated. I used these as filler for some of my nail polishes that had gone a little awry. I had an old vintage black polish that was a 1-coat black, and I didn't want to ruin the 1-coat aspect by just diluting with restoration drops, and I went in with a black polish, and I just went ahead and dumped that in there. The bottle was almost empty, and that gave me a lot more of my favorite polish. I did the same thing with the white. I went ahead and poured that into my white that was almost empty, and with the pink, I put that in my favorite Olive and June polish that had gone a little awry as well. It had gummed up a bit because I left it right in front of my window for quite some time, and it was kind of bleached, so it gave the pigment back as well as fixed the formula. So that's what happened with these 3. I used them, but not in the normal way of just wearing them, so that's why I said I cheated with these 3. And this next one is really interesting. Okay, so this bottle's empty, but it's because I poured the polish into this bottle, thinking this bottle was drying out the polish. So this bottle is actually a black polish, and this was the label. I pulled it off, but that was that bottle that I also did fully use up, but this is now transferred from here, so that's what's going on with these bottles. But this is the technical empty. This looks empty. So that's kind of the weird scenario there. And let's see, I have a hand oil here. This was kind of a cuticle oil is what I used it for. It has one of the roll tops inside. It has a little ball. And this one, I don't remember where I got this one at all, but yeah, I ended up with that. It was in one of my bags for quite some time, and I decided, you know what, I'll use that up. And I used it up rather quickly, so that was good. The next one is like a full-size cuticle cream by Crystal Knockout. This one is in the scent Raspberries and Roses. It's really wonderful and light and airy. I started using this right after Polish and Beauty Expo, which is where I got this. I actually won this, and I have used it all up right away. It's only been 5.5 or 6 months, and here we are with a full-size empty. It is as big as my hand, so it's quite a bit, and yeah, that is empty. I also went ahead and finished this baby up super quick as well. I started using it the second I got it as well. I used this up really quickly. It smells absolutely wonderful, and it goes perfectly with the cuticle oil that I'm using right now. So I used this up, and I did cut it open because there tends to be a little stuck in the ends that you can't get out, and these aren't necessarily cheap hand creams, so I used it up to the very last drop. It is dry inside, and I loved this scent so much. I did get one more of these in this scent, but it was hard to come by, and it was my favorite. So this one I will end up throwing in my winter empties as far as my empties overall, my normal empties, and I just figured I'd show it in the nail empties because that's where I'm using it. It's my hands, it's my cuticles, and it's really wonderful. I really love Bath & Body Works hand creams, and I bought a bunch of them because I'm in love with the formula, so I had to mention it. And moving on to the last stuff here, we have everything from the last project polish from 2022. There is 2 base coats. That would be these 2. There are 4 julep polishes and 2 kind of travel size and mini polishes. These 2 are oxygen nail treatments. I just used them like a base coat. One was a sheer pink and one was a sheer ivory. That was good to use those up. There's an orange, a green, a pink, a yellow, a glitter, and a tan polish. This first one does not have a name on it, unfortunately. This next one is Sam from the It Girl collection 2015. This next one is Keela from the Wonder Maven collection 2016. And this last julep does not have a name on it either, but it was like a pale pink cream. This eye glow is a like yellow jelly, and it does not have a name either. These ones are numbered rather than named, and the numbers do duplicate, so it's not helpful. This next one is a Ruffian nail polish, and this is in Ruffian Nude, or no, this is Ruffian Naked, sorry about that. But this was a nude color, and I really enjoyed it. Oh, this is a 5 mil. I called this a travel size because I thought it was a 7 mil, but it's actually a 5. So is this. So they technically both are minis, but yeah, that is my project polish empties. And if you're kind of interested in watching that process, I will go ahead and leave the links to that last project down below. And I've started 2 new nail projects this year. One based on minis, ones that are smaller in size, and one based on these juleps because I just had a blast panning them last year. So I figured I would start a couple projects based on those items. And if you would like to see more of that kind of content, don't be shy, subscribe and join us. And if you've liked this video, please give it a like, let me know, and that also helps other nail polish friends find this content. I hope to see you in the next one, and until next time, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me.